Hello, my name's Jupi Hadley, and now we're playing A Tale of Two Kings, another one of GameJolt's featured games. We are the music makers, we are the dreamers of dreams, wanderers by love sea breakers, I think it's what it says, and sitting by desolate streams, world losers and world forsakers, on whom the pale moon gleams. Yet we are the movers and the shakers of the world, forever, forever it seems. It's Edgar Allan Poe. I just felt that was important to read. A Tale of Two Kings. We're going to do a new game because I've never played this before. Let's read the intro. In the year 849, Old Reckoning, a group of Quinalic raiders accosted King as he traveled through his realm of... How do we skip this? To mere thugs, the king ordered his escort to attack, but the knights were overmatched, and in a ensuing battle, King Cullen was slain. Oh, damn. Do you hate that when the king's killed? His only son, Vortinger, was crowned the new king and started his reign with a thirst for revenge. Gathering his mighty armies, he marched forth onto Qualm and onto victory. Within months, the kingdom was subjected. The raiders scattered to four winds. It should have ended there. I just can't read today. But the victory instilled in Mortiger a lust for conquest. Proclaiming himself Emperor of the Southern Realms, he set forth to unite all the land within his reach under his sole command. City after city fell to his forces before they could muster resistance, and all the free lands trembled at the approach of Vortimer the Bloody. Then the Emperor Vortimer, marched on the Duchess of Grohall. He was met with a fierce resistance. The locals rallied behind one Madame Malden Whiteblade, who managed to drive back the invaders. Soon, Madame became a local legend. Rumor had that he was a sorcerer's son and possessed a magic girdle that made him invincible in combat. Interesting. Maldom's band joined forces with Lady Burgoyne, a captain, and troops flocked to their banner. Their number growing almost daily, they made a slow march for liberating many cities along their way. Vortimer's forces were overextended and failed to mount a sufficient defense. Thus, the Southern Empire met its end, and the lands of Meldon and Brunum, at the hands of Meldon and Brunum. His dream shattered. Vortimer was left to rule the island as a bitter husk of a man. A Tale of Two Kingdoms. Awesome. That was quite a lot of font. Story and script. Oh, this is like credits. I want to skip credits. I don't remember how to script credits. Room and art animation. John Paul. Okay, I'm going to tell you when the credits are over. Alright, this is 3 years later. But as Disdain returned from Therna Daog, he found that 300 years had passed in our world and nobody recognized him. Unable to return, he died alone and forgotten. A good tale, old friend, but is it not a little trifle sad for our celebration of the equinox? Yes, would you tell once more of the mighty battle of Chichulu? And well, you should study it, beloved, for you have yet to defeat me with the sword. At least our swords have not drawn blood in over a year. That alone is cause for joy. So it is. Now kindly pass me the mead, for my throat is parched. A large banquet covers the various tables, with various meats, fruits, fish, and bread. People have been working all day to prepare this feast. Your old friend Talisman in the Bard smiles at you. The hall is filled with people celebrating the Equinox Festival and the bounty of this year's harvest. With plenty of food and a steady flow of wine, this is a night of merriment and joy. This mutt is never far away from the inn. His job is to keep rats out and catch morsels off the floor. Many people have been invited. Brawlin, the mercenary captain, has been your companion for many years. With a creak, the door swings open and a gust of cold wind blows inside. A sudden silence falls over the room as conversations are halted abruptly. Garton? The lapdog of Vortimir the Bloody, you seek your own death in coming here. Wait! Slay your hand, Bronwyn, for this is the day of festival, not bloodshed. Festival or nay, this man shall have meat nor wine from my table. I do not want your hospitality, White Blade, but though it pains me to admit it, Thylam needs your help. You, who burned my hometown to the ground, come here to plead for help. Methinks you should start by groveling. Never. I do not plead. I have a simple message from King Voltimirg. Do you wish to hear it? Very well, then speak for Voltimirg. In usurper, then leave us to our feast and crawl back to the cesspool that spawned you. The message is that Rashik Skullcrusher, warlord of the goblins, is lacking in food to keep his rapidly growing population from starving. Rather than taking up farming or honest trade, he has decided to assault Thylan and simply take what he wants. I am deeply touched, and this concerns us. How? Need I remind you that Thyman, or what's left of it, as is all that stands between the goblins and the southern realms? Should our defenses fall, nothing will stop the goblins from sampling out and overrunning the countryside. By Ballard's eye, the man does have a point. King Voltimir needs all the warriors he can find, and that includes you. Is that it? It is. What is your answer? We will think on this. Now go. You have imposed on us for long enough. I shall return tomorrow for the answer. I like this note. Aye, this may spell disaster, but we have little choice but to assist against the goblins. I really like the graphics in this. 2 days pass. Okay. I do not like this at all. Nor do I, beloved, yet we cannot in good conscience leave the southern realms to the goblins' mercy. I'd sooner trust a snake than deal with the bloody king once more. It could well be a trap, you know. If that were true, remember that we defeated him once before. Land ho! We will be in Thurnin in a matter of hours. Talzim, you're in charge of setting up camp. Brawny, Lady Brawnin, and I are expected in the castle, and we had best stay fully alert, and it would be prudent if you wore your father's girdle. I agree, it is a shame that one cannot bring arms or soldiers to a noble's dinner table. Chapter 1, A Mixed Welcome. Castle Thynan. Lady Brawnin and here Consort, Madden Whiteblade, have arrived. So I see. Be welcome, both of you. I am glad that we met under more fortuitous circumstances than last time, and on behalf of all Thylan, I am grateful for your assistance. We do not need. Thank you, Your Majesty. The goblins pose a dire threat. We consider it our duty to help the innocent. Good, be at home. I shall speak with you at dinner. Innocent, madam? I do not speak of him, only of his people. If you would walk this way, my lord, I shall take you to the throne room. Her Royal Highness Ranona, Princess of Thyran, heir to the throne. Indeed. Lady Brawnin and her consort, blah blah. We are honored to be in your presence, Your Highness. Yes, much honored. On behalf of the king, I welcome you to the Castle Thyroid. Paradur, you may leave us. Yes, Your Highness. I trust your journey was a pleasant one? Mostly so. We had fair weather and wind in our sails. We are glad to have made it here so swiftly. Our troops are presently setting up camp in the old fort near Havagan as King Vornon requested. Indeed, I shall leave you two diplomatic pleasantries and speak with you later. So I'm leaving. Lady Brawnin does not like me much, it appears. It's hard to blame her for that, since 'twas your father that raised her homeland. My apologies, I did not know that, yet nevertheless we need to cooperate to drive these vile goblins out of our lands. Do you feel this is possible? Ron has a fiery temper, yet her heart is noble. I do vouch for that. That is good to hear. I suppose that likewise you wish to keep Gurton in check? That might be necessary. He looks at me as if all the evil in the world were in my doing. Yet it is hard to blame him for that, since 'twas you that struck down his empire. Surely you do not expect my apologies for that? I suppose not. This will be difficult for all, yet we shall make it work, for the alterations are frightening. We have a lot to discuss, but this should wait until dinner. My father has retired to his chambers for repose, and will be with us this evening. It will be interesting to speak to him again. There are some other people invited to Castlethime. They are eagerly expecting your presence after all. You have quite the reputation. Also, a room has been prepared on the upper floor in the east wing. Please be at home, and we shall speak further at dinner. Thank you, Your Highness. Like a ghost behind her, just sort of dancing. Oh wait, that's my cursor. Wait, I should probably go to the open door. There's like a little point and click. Thighmate thinks... Okay, so don't go there. Yeah. Oh. I don't know where to go. It's just gonna be a lot of reading, isn't it? Oh. Sorry. I dragged my mouse out. Sec. Well, sorry about that. I've been watching Netflix. What are you doing here? I don't really know. What? Sorry, what'd you say? That's servant chambers. You have no business in there. Okay. I have no business anywhere. I'm just walking around. I really, really do indeed like the graphics to this game. They're really well done. Can I go in any of these doors? Nope. Sorry. Just exploring. Oh wait, what did it say? This is a servant staircase. Since you're a guest, you should use the central staircase. Wow, the servants are really treated like shit, aren't they? Nothing else of interest. I'm not really sure where to go, and I'm trying to play each of these GameJolt games for about 10 minutes, so I think I'm going to end here. The graphics really nice, and it does have a cool story, so yeah, it is a nicely featured game. As always, if you want to play this game, there'll be a link in the description, and thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, Twitch TV, or player.me, links in the description. Feel free to like and leave a comment. Bye!